Chat! Happy Tuesday. It is time for New Year's Evil, chat. What's going on, Haltrick? Is I'm here for Eddie Thorpe's funeral. Poor Eddie is going to be killed by The Rock. I really don't think we're going to get Dwayne hurting Eddie Thorpe. I don't know why I call him Dwayne. I don't know. I don't think we're going to get The Rock hurting Eddie, chat. Drop a 1 in the chat if you think Eddie Thorpe is going to get beat up by The Rock tonight. Drop a 1 in the chat if you think Eddie Thorpe's getting beaten up by The Rock. Quite a few of you. I don't think so. No. No. You know who's gonna beat up Eddie Thorpe? Babe! Not my babe, but babe! Hi, my love. Love you. You know who's gonna beat up Eddie Thorpe, though? It's gonna be Oba Femi. Oba Femi's gonna destroy Eddie Thorpe. Julian Oba, a new champion tonight? I don't think Oba wins. I think the reason they made it a triple threat is so they could extend Oba and Trick all the way through Stand and Deliver. I will be shocked if Trick Williams loses tonight. Yeah, me either, babe. I don't think that we see The Rock want to go after Eddie. Especially because Ava hasn't seemingly cared about what happened anyways herself. Yeah, I got Eddie pinned. I got Eddie getting pinned. Eddie's gonna take the fall in that match. Trick's gonna retain. What's going on, C Killer? How you doing? Raw on Netflix was it was entertaining. It was 5 out of 5 on the sports entertainment scale. 5 out of 5 on the sports entertainment scale. The wrestling was a lot left to be desired. I really wanted Seth and Punk to be a lot more aggressive. It started aggressive, but that match, I never felt like it hit that level to where it was like a bad blood feud. Obviously, their story's not done. They're not going to just end it on one match. But at the same time, after that promo last week, I expected more on that match. Yeah, me and Sarah did a full review of last night's Raw on Netflix. And it's up on my YouTube right now. Let me drop the link for it if Sarah hasn't already. Let me get it for you. Yeah. Am I not live on? Oh, I am live. I was like, am I not live on YouTube right now? Here is the link to the video of me and Sarah discussing everything Monday Night Raw. So it's a good podcast. It's the Clickcast. So go check out the whole video. We go really depth into everything. We go into every little bit of last night's Raw, including the stuff that we didn't see here in the United States, like the Miz and Final Testament segment, or the New Day backstage, or not backstage, interview that they did that we didn't see in the U.S. There's a lot of stuff that most of us in the U.S. didn't see. So, what about Peacock, Elliot? I don't know. You just putting Peacock doesn't help me with anything. Is this on Peacock? No, NXT's never been on Peacock. You cannot watch any WWE shows live on Peacock. You never have, you never will be. Except for PLEs. I misspoke. Except for PLEs. When it comes to Raw, NXT, and SmackDown, none of those threes will ever be live on Peacock ever, and nor have they ever been. The only one that's ever been live on any streaming service before Raw was NXT when it was an hour on WWE Network. NXT has not been on a streaming service for 6 years now. 6 years it's been on TV. Kind of felt like a concert last night. It was very entertaining. They definitely made an entertaining show. I just thought the main event left a lot left to be desired. I just really felt like there was not a lot going on besides, like, it just didn't feel like a bad blood feud. It didn't feel like a feud that justified the promo they had the week prior. You know what I'm saying? They went so hard at each other's throat with words the week prior that I feel like they didn't do that in the ring. It was still good. It wasn't like a bad match. Just because they didn't do that doesn't mean it was bad. It just didn't live up to the expectations that I felt were set by WWE leading up to that match. It really felt like just a normal match. Nothing spectacular about it. That's what sucked. The best match of the night was Tribal Combat. I expected the whole Judgment Day interference in Liv's match, and I expected her to lose. And that was, they did what they did in that match. It wasn't like a great match, but it wasn't like a bad match. Same with Drew and Jay. I felt like that was like our downtime match to get us to chill before Seth and Punk. It was just there, and it also ended in a roll-up. And then the only match that I really thought like lived up to the hype was Tribal Combat. And that one was another one that I thought went exactly how I think the majority of us expected it to go. Interference from Bloodline 2.0. Jimmy and Sammy getting involved. I did expect Jay. Obviously, he had the match. So that's why he didn't get involved. But, then we saw Kevin, which led to Cody. It all made sense. It kind of followed the same formula of the first Tribal Combat match, which was great. It still was enjoyable. At the end of the day, that was the best match. And everything, like the Rock segment was great. Cena's segment was great. Jey Uso's entrance was great. But I felt like overall, wrestling-wise, there was a lot left to be desired. It just felt like they built all these big matches, and they just didn't hit that big match feel, except for Tribal Combat. I think every other match was just there. And it sucked. But other than that, the show was great. Like, I loved The Rock. I loved the opening segment with Triple H. I loved the Cena segment. Basically any little segment they did, I thought was fine. Oh, the Hogan segment was hilarious. But, yeah, so overall, it was a good show. I gave it a 5 out of 5, just because I thought they did super good at pacing. They did super good at keeping the entertainment and the hype throughout the whole show. And that's why I give it a 5 out of 5. In ring-wise, it was not a 5 out of 5. Not even close. Yo, Hot Toms, I totally missed it. I'm so sorry. Let me, I don't know why I didn't hear it. I have my alerts turned up, too. Let me see. Is this turned down? Nope. Thank you for the 25 bits. He says, couldn't agree more. I find it knowing that we miss segments that the rest of the world sees. Yeah, and I've never actually sat down and watched a Santi Zap video, like on YouTube, that is. Last night, I skimmed through his Raw review out of curiosity, because I've never seen him post a Raw review like on YouTube. So I was genuinely curious, because I didn't think the matches really hit. And so I was curious, and I got to the beginning, and he said the same fucking thing, that he was surprised at the content of the stuff that they got internationally, because he's in Canada, so he sees all of those stuff that all y'all internationally are seeing. And for some reason, some of y'all were saying here in the US that you were still not getting commercials, which is cool, badass. But like, I got commercials every time they went. So I missed the Final Testament with The Miz, them tricking him into setting up another match or something with the Wyatts. I missed Damian Priest setting up the street fight with Finn Balor, because that was also for us in the States, a commercial. I know at the end of the day, whatever, it probably wasn't the most entertaining thing, but like when it has substance like that, when it has something that's leading into a match, to a story, fucking bullshit that we're not seeing that. And I didn't even see it on their YouTube immediately following Raw. I didn't see it on their Twitter immediately following Raw. All that we knew is that they met, if we saw the commercial, is that match was made at the end of Raw. So that's super annoying, that it's actual shit with like, that will lead to shit on the show that we're not seeing, that will get the commercials. It's so frustrating. But overall, the show was really good. I still really enjoyed it, but there was a lot of things that were questionable. But I'm hoping next Monday is more of the old 3-hour Raw, pretty good amounts of wrestling mixed with a pretty good amount of... and it's not even that it wasn't just the lack of wrestling. Well, there was an hour of wrestling on last night's show. It was just that it wasn't up to the par of what the show was built up to, the matches. But overall, I still enjoyed it. So even though I'm saying I wish there was more from a lot of those matches, I'm not saying I hated it. I gave the show a 5 out of 5. I still thought it was a damn near perfect show for Raw on Netflix, because I understand why they went the route they went. It made just 100% sense to me, and they executed it really well. So what they went for, I'm going to give them a 5 out of 5 of them. What I was hoping for, I'm going to tell you what I wanted, So overall, good show, but a lot left to be desired in the match department. Just got another Netflix card for me. Nice, Josh. The people that were praising a long show when they shit talk about AEW having long pay-per-views is funny. I mean, and at the end of the day, it still went just 3 hours. It went 3 hours and 3 minutes, or 4 minutes. It did not go 3.5 hours like was speculated. So at the end of the day, it didn't even matter. It was still a normal Raw that was 3 hours. So I thought they did the pacing well for 3 hours. I thought everything was paced well enough. I thought matches got decent amount of time. Obviously, if you did get commercials like I did in the States, that sucked. It's always going to suck when you get sucked out of a match. There was no picture-in-picture, which is another thing I had in complaint with AEW on Max. But yeah, I just really hated that we missed shit with substance for that the international viewers get, but we don't. I thought the show was really good. I really enjoyed it. I really thought it was cool that they did like Undertaker hyping up Rhea after her match over Liv. And I thought that was an okay match. It was exactly what I expected it to be. You know, it was nothing crazy in that match, and it's exactly what I expected it to be. So I was fine with it. Same with Punk and Seth. You know, no shenanigans were involved. They did kind of get... It started out great. I really liked the way it started with them just immediately going to blows. I loved how Seth was like basically telling the ref to be lenient, to let him do what he wants, to let it roll. That was really cool. But then after that, it really slowed down. And that's what sucked about that match, personally. Because it started good, and then it slowed. I thought it should have been the opposite way. But overall, the show was great. Like, again, the Rock promo was great. I saw a lot of people not liking that The Rock was corporate Rock last night. I did see someone, I don't know how true this is, I'd have to go back and watch myself. Someone posted a screenshot of when he came out last night. It didn't say Final Boss. Went on like the screen initially, it just said The Rock. But when he used to come out last year, it would always initially say Final Boss, not just The Rock. So someone was like just speculating, could that mean that's what they do for corporate Rock? And I was like, that's a good point. I mean, I'd have to go back in myself to see if that person wasn't lying and just posting a fake screenshot. But like, if that was the case, smart, I guess. Little detail. But I don't mind too much that he wasn't heel Final Boss Rock last night. I totally get why he was babyface corporate Rock. Made 100% sense to me. I know we do want more continuation story, but I've grown to a part when WWE where I'm fine with inconsistencies in them, because at least under Hunter, a lot of the time he'll try to tie that end. Not all the time, but more than we used to. And even if it takes a long time to tie that end, we'll get something out of that. So I do expect... Whenever we do get The Rock, if he does want to wrestle this year, who the fuck knows what's going on? I do expect that story to continue eventually. I think they just went that route because of all the casual viewers. And at the same time, I don't like that. Like, I get why. It doesn't mean I have to agree with it. You know what I mean? I could understand why they do something, but at the same time, not agree with it. So I saw that a lot on Twitter today, was a lot of people like... doing the whole like, oh, you got to realize it was for the casuals, yada yada yada. To me, the way I look at it is like when Nikki ASH was a thing. The rumor and the word on the dirt sheets was that she was like a main force behind that gimmick, was herself, that she was like the mastermind essentially behind that gimmick. That doesn't mean that I should like something. I don't care who came up with the idea. That doesn't mean that should make me like it or okay. Like, sure, I can understand it. I can understand, but it doesn't mean I'm going to be like it. You know what I mean? That doesn't justify anything for me. Cool. That just, now the other person to blame for it. Cool. Like, it's so weird. Like, I saw Conman do a tweet. It was like, I don't even remember what it said really, but it was basically like, that show wasn't for the hardcores type of tweet. And it's like, okay, well, I could still criticize it since it wasn't for the hardcore. Just because I could understand that it wasn't made for me doesn't mean I can't criticize their decision on that, right? Like, I don't get why people get so defensive when, like, you could enjoy a show, and I'm not going to try to change your opinion on it. I'm just going to have my opinion on it. I enjoyed the show regardless. I just feel like there was a lot left to be desired. A lot of loose ends. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it was a great fucking show. I would go back and watch it again. Easily. I would go back and watch that shit episode again and relive that one more time like that for the first time. Just not everything I liked was on there. So I just find it funny when people complain about people. There is people that go over the top on social media. And thankfully, I don't see a lot of that unless some people retweet it, because I don't really go on my following page on Twitter. I just go to that For You page of people I follow. Or following page, I mean. I said it backwards. I don't go to the For You page. I go to the following page on Twitter. So I don't see a lot of the like weird people unless other people quote tweet it, which is very rarely. People I follow don't tend to do a lot of that stuff. So thankfully. But yeah, I there is some extremism out there on people's reactions, and I thank God I haven't seen any of it. So NXT champion is going to be Trick Williams. That's the reason they made this a triple threat, so Oba doesn't have to eat a clean loss. They could extend the feud. Eddie will eat the loss here. Give Eddie something to do. I think that's pretty predictable, but it's not a bad predictable. As long as the match is good, I'll be fine. You're so glad Body Slam were wrong on Becky? Yeah, that would have been ass if Hunter actually pulled her from the show for Taker to come out on the bike. I'm glad that was the original plan to begin with and not like a last-minute decision. I think not debuting Penta last night was a good thing. I agree. There was so much that happened on that show that I think he would have got lost in the shuffle. And when I look back on it, I think the same about the Women's Intercontinental title match. There was just so much on there that it would have gotten lost. There was 4 humongous matches. 3. I don't want to count Jay and Drew as humongous. But 3 humongous matches on the card that had stakes to it. We had The Rock. We had Cena. Obviously, Hogan didn't pan out the way I think WWE had hoped. But like that was a lot going on last night. I do give them credit for giving the matches more time than I expected. Even though it was an hour of wrestling. It was more than I expected. I think next week maybe better hot take. No, I 100% agree. It's just not going to be... Like, I've seen both sides of the coin on opinions so far, but nothing extreme. I've seen that may be one of my favorite Raws of all time to it could have been better. Like, you know what I mean? So, and that's like in my own community. So I've seen people... So last night I was like, I don't expect it to be anything like last night's Raw. The spectacle will always be there, but it's not going to feel like a PLE next Monday. I mean, they're going to make it feel as big as they can, but it's not going to be... We're not going to be sitting here like, oh my God, I can't wait for this episode. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll be like, I can't wait for Dakota versus Lyra. Or I can't wait for, you know, whatever the fuck else. I can't even remember what else they announced for next week, honestly. Oh, Penta versus Chad. But like, other than that, that's an episode for us normal people who watch on the regular, it feels like right there. Breaking for the first time, you'll be able to watch a complete WID official showcase match here on X. The premiere will be Wednesday. Nice, man. Who's it going to be, did they say? Who does Ray team with next week? Did they announce that match for next week? I don't think they have to debut Penta carefully. As long as they don't stick him with all the other Lucha factions, I think he'll be fine. I don't really think Roman should have mained with what they did. In hindsight, I think you could say that. I think based on hype, Seth Punk deserved that. But when it came to, in hindsight, what was a better match, in my opinion, it was Tribal Combat. But I was still fine with Punk Seth main eventing. I just really wish they didn't take their foot off the gas pedal halfway through. Because it felt like we started out good, man, with the scrap. They were just throwing punches. You know, Seth was telling the ref to let things fly, clearing the table, fighting on the table. And then it felt like it just completely slowed down after all that. It was like, what the fuck happened? I'm hoping no one got hurt, because that's the last thing you want. You don't want anyone, especially out of those two. They've been hurt lately, so last year. So I'm hoping no one is hurt. But I really don't know what it was. That match just, they slowed the fuck down. Punk got tired. I mean, I kind of doubt it. He had some crazy burn down matches in AEW, and his match against Drew, he didn't get tired, and that shit was fucking wild. So I think that is not even close to the case. Who's winning the women's IC title? I think it's going to be Lyra. I want Dakota, but it's probably going to be Lyra. You don't watch NXT, but I am today because of The Rock. I'm definitely Rock Mark. I don't think he's going to do much, babe. I honestly don't. They don't have him announced for shit. He wasn't even on the website for tonight's show. They only included him in the email saying Rock makes an appearance. That was the only thing they've mentioned, except for their Twitter where they retweeted the videos and shit. But they hadn't really promoted him today. That's a lie. They promote him in the videos, but they haven't, like, you know what I mean? Like they typically do. I don't know. I just don't feel like he's going to do much. I think he might start the show and, like, bring out his daughter or some shit. You think Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley should have started the show with Punk and Rollins and Roman Reigns as close to coming event? I don't care what the order was. Because to me, I don't judge a match based off the order. I judge a match based on how the match actually was. It didn't matter to me what the match order was. The show would have been the same regardless, in my opinion. I think the show would have ended just the same note, like with hype. Like at the end of the day, I think the majority of the fan base loved that show. The crowd loved that show. Like it was very evident. The hype was there all 3 hours. So I think the majority thought that show was great. I think we're in the minority when it comes to us saying like, we could have got a little bit more when it comes to the in-ring or this fell flat. You know what I mean? Everything I've seen has been majority praise. Majority praise. I'm a mark for the in-ring work, so I'm always going to talk about that. So yeah, I don't care about... The only time I'll really care about the match order is Rumble and Mania. I feel like those are the only 2 times that I'll really care about it. I will have opinions on what the match order should be, but at the end of the day, I don't think it really... It just depends. Like, say you have like a match that has no story and you put it as the main event, then I will have some issues. But like, everything had a really good story building up to it, so... Why wouldn't we, Shrimex? We always get backstage segments on every show. That's a really weird question. You love that Macaulay Culkin got the 3rd biggest pop of the night? Yeah, he got a big pop, yeah. Don't rub them the wrong way. I mean... Taker gave her the rub. What do you want me to say? Yeah, so that was the only news today, was Becky was not replaced by The Undertaker. She wasn't even scheduled for the show. So we have nothing to worry about when it came to that. Yes, we did. Shrimax, you didn't pay attention. We had the New Day backstage segment. We had Gabriel Iglesias backstage segment. That was the same thing. And then we also had the backstage segment with Chad Gable and Adam Pearce. We definitely got backstage. And we got the backstage segment with Roman and Paul. You didn't pay attention, homie. Because we definitely had backstage segments. Your channel makes me appreciate wrestling after all these years, Nathan. I'm glad it does, my friend. Dude, you're freaking awesome. Thank you for all the kind words, Nathan. You're always so kind. I really appreciate you. You can't wait for the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania? Me too. Tony versus Willa versus Chris is set for tomorrow. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they're doing a Casino Gauntlet next week for the women. First one ever. Winner will face the women's champ at Grand Slam. It's going to be Tony. The one that surprised me is Bayley moving over to Raw. You know what's crazy? Earlier yesterday, my homie Alex called that like 100%. He was like, I forgot exactly how he worded it, but he was basically like, we're going to see Bayley tonight, and she's going to move over to Raw, and everything's going to be great, and she's going to win the title. And then literally 2 hours later, Bayley's fucking on Raw and talking to Pierce about moving over to Raw. And we were like, what the fuck? When do you think Roxanne makes her main roster debut? Sometime here around April, is my guess. No, I'm not even kidding. Like, he legit called that shit. What showcase should we get this year? I'm thinking since they featured Roman walking through that door yesterday in the backstage segment and they had the 2K25 logo on there, and then, you know, they started releasing screenshots last night, and Macho T basically dropped the cover. And by I say basically, it looks like that's the same thing that they're using on the Steam page. So I would guess that it's going to be Roman as the cover, and it's going to be a Roman showcase. Which I think Sarah actually called last night. Julia wins tonight? I agree. Did I notice whose hair? I kind of hope The Rock takes out Thorpe before the match. So why would he go after Thorpe, though? I don't get that. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. I really don't understand why people think he's going to go after Thorpe when he didn't do anything. But Josh, he hit Ava. No, he didn't. He got pushed into a door by 2 other wrestlers that knocked him into Ava. That was not Eddie Thorpe's fault. That had nothing to do with Eddie. The only thing Eddie did was get in Ava's face, and Sean had to fucking get in his face. Eddie did not lay a hand on her. I have no clue why you guys think he's going to go after her. And she's not even having any issues with him about it. And yet people still think that she's like mad at him or something. Hasn't even been talked about in like a month. I don't get it. They don't even talk about it. But people still think it's going to happen. I have no clue why. I feel like people don't watch the show. I don't get it. How, though? Why is he going to get a rock bottom? He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything at all. Got in Ava's face once. Shawn Michaels fucking got in his face. And then later on the night, he got fucking, or like not even, the next week. There was fucking tag teams were brawling. Eddie left her office and then he got pushed into her door, knocking the door into her face. It's not his fault. What's up, Dax is chilling. He says, hey Josh, first time viewer, but I've been seeing your clips everywhere for a while. Thanks for streaming NXT. We need more NXT streamers. Do not many people react to NXT? I know. Well, wait, no. He has the whole meme where he doesn't really react to NXT, doesn't he? Am I not live on TikTok right now? What is going on? Dude, I have no idea what's been going on my TikTok lately.
Need a new car? Do you have trouble?
I thought it was starting. No, I am, but I'm not seeing the chat again. Why is it doing that? Oh, is it doing what it did yesterday? It's doing it again. It's all like laggy. You guys were telling me this was happening yesterday on my TikTok too. I don't know why it's doing this. Yep, and it froze again. All right, well, no TikTok live again tonight because I need to figure this out. I have no idea what's causing this. That's so frustrating, dude. Got you some whiskey, Crazy XS? Most people are usually inconsistent with NXT, but I rely on streamers for it because I work late and don't have TV while I do. That's fair. I know... Does Minnie? I don't even know now that I even think about who reacts to it. I know I'm pretty consistent with NXT. I love NXT. I don't know about Jake. I don't think Jake watches it. Minnie, I think she watches it. I could probably be wrong on that. And I don't keep it really. I mean, though, does Santi do it regularly? See, I have no idea. See, I'm usually live when they're live, so I don't know what they do. So usually only when I raid, but we're all ending at the same time too. So I never really know what everyone's doing. Raw's in Bailey's hometown next week. She's from San Jose. She is. Oh, he's gonna be live for it tonight too. Hell yeah! What's up, Edward? How you doing, bro? Hope you're having a great Tuesday. So tonight's card is as follows. It should be starting here any moment. For me, it's still a commercial. Let me check something real quick, actually. But tonight's card is Roxanne versus Juliet. Why is that? Why? My images have been doing this all day today. I fixed them every time. I think I did this to me yesterday, too. Anyways, we got Roxanne versus Julia. We have the triple threat for the NXT title. Oba versus Eddie versus Trick. Women's fatal four-way for the #1 contendership to the North American title. It is Stephanie Vaquer versus Lola Vice versus Cora Jade versus Kalani Jordan. Charlie Dempsey goes back for his Heritage Cup. He's going to be taking on Lexis King, who won with the help of William Regal a few weeks ago.
University, we see the together.
Sorry about that. Got the fatal four-way, the triple threat match. We have Fatal Influence taking on Gigi, Tatum, and Shotzi, and The Rock will be here tonight.
Center of the wrestling universe over the last 48 hours with the premiere of Raw on Netflix, and tonight, inside the historic Shrine Auditorium, we welcome you.
All right, I forgot to check if my reactions were recording tonight. Yay, they are.
To WWE New Year's Evil.
So The Rock will be here. B-More, 40-month resub to see. Thank you so much, B-More. Fucking 40, he says. Nice, Conman's reacting to NXT. Dude, I swear he never reacts to NXT. He's like, The Rock's there, I'm gonna watch it. That's like my fiance. She does not like NXT. Which is ironic. The only reason she didn't even like it was because of Tiffany, and now Tiffany's the champion on SmackDown. Eddie is gonna... Oh, Yokozuna shirt. Oh my god, he's wearing... Oh my god. Are they really gonna do a Rock Eddie Thorpe thing? He's wearing a Yokozuna shirt. Oh my god. What's going on, Clay? Happy Tuesday to you. I'm doing great. How are you doing? There he is. The Brahma Bull stayed in LA for his daughter's show. He's got his people's title with him.
And look who has arrived. The final boss in NXT.
Did he just say motherfucker? It looked like he did.
Ready to electrify. electrified. The Rock is live here on NXT.
Dwayne, huh?
And we are in the Shrine Auditorium.
Here we go, baby.
Nearly 100 years
It is
ago.
time for NXT, guys. All my reactions are going to my Instagram, it's Heeljosh, and to my new backup TikTok, Heeljosh Reacts.
And NXT on the CW is presented by Progressive. Want to welcome in ringside, Vic Joseph alongside the
Hi, Vic. Hi, Buck. What are we starting with, man?
Things are better, and that's
Oh,
why
yeah,
NXT
man.
welcome back somebody who has done countless WrestleManias, a former champion on this brand, my friend, and he is finally home, Corey Graves.
Corey! So he's back on commentary on NXT because of Pat back? That's kind of shitty.
Oh, and I get to work with a Hall of Famer again, too.
But I mean, I'm glad they're not taking him off commentary.
It's time for our first of 3 championship matches here tonight.
Oh shit, Roxanne and Julia's kicking off? What? So we're gonna start off New Year's Eve with the women's title match. Roxanne Perez versus Julia. Get those predictions in, chat. It's gonna be Joe, Corey, and Wade on SmackDown. No, it's just gonna be Wade and Joe.
Booker, she said last week.
Unless he said it on like a show and I missed it.
It's time to live up to the expectations. Julia.
Yep, starting with Julia, man.
Championship match.
Think Roxanne and Julia would be the co-main? I thought it would main event.
The prodigy, Roxanne Perez.
Oh, yeah, man. I've been waiting.
I thought it would main event.
Anticipating this moment, but like Julia said, that you must feel and sometimes believe that you are.
Do you believe in life after love?
Everywhere she's been, except.
What's up, C. Oakley? How are you doing tonight?
The prodigy,
Get those
Roxanne
predictions in
Perez.
chat. We only got 2 votes, 3 votes now on Roxanne to retain.
That's one of the biggest NXT rematches for the women's title in recent memory.
Let's
The first
go,
meeting
Julia.
ago, the first match ever on the CW. Cora Jade returned. and
You know what's funny?
Julia. But look,
I saw Roxanne not win the title in LA.
that's a fact. Now to bring Corey
And now
Graves
here she is
in.
probably about to lose it.
You were here for the huggers, the bosses, and the queens. Some have said that Perez has surpassed everyone.
Nah.
She is the best
Nah.
woman in the world.
Go ahead,
Nah.
preach, Corey.
Nah.
Go ahead, spit some of that knowledge.
So all the shows are going to have the new ref shirts? Oh, do they here? I didn't even notice. Let me see the ref here. I missed it. Oh, they do. You're right. Yeah, they got all the... Looks like every show's going to have the new ref shirts. I don't mind them. It's such a basic change that like I didn't even notice until y'all pointed it out last night too. What's going on, Deshaun? The blue shirts for SmackDown were dope. But yeah, now they all have like a, instead of the striped shirt, it's just a normal polo now. If Roxanne loses, does she go to the main roster? I believe so, yeah. What's up, Raging Girl Gamer? How are you doing?
The NXT
Yeah!
Champion.
I'm gonna take a hit. Cheers.
Introducing the challenger from Tokyo, Japan.
Let's go, Julia! I love Roxanne so much. She's super sweet, right? Excuse me.
And her opponents from Laredo, Texas. She
Except for the time when she backed up into my friend at Wally Mania and never apologized.
Champion Roxanne. Women's division reached new heights last year, and Corey, you just touched on something that I kind of want to think we all can agree on.
Oh, fuck yeah, Raging Go Gamer. That's what I'm doing. I'm live reacting to WWE NXT. So I'm a pro wrestling live reactor. I live react to Monday Night Raw, NXT on Tuesdays, AEW Dynamite Wednesdays. We'll usually game, or I just kind of take a day off Thursdays, which I'll be doing this week. Friday this week, I'll be live reacting to SmackDown. And if there's any big PLEs, I'll be live reacting to those. But there is a New Japan Battle in the Valley this weekend I won't be live for. I'll probably watch it because I still have my New Japan World, but I think I'm going to, I don't know. Maybe I will react to it. Who knows? Sometimes I decide to do shit, but we'll see. Cena has 3 matches announced for Stardom next week. 111, Hanan. I can't say any of those names, bro. And then 112, Team Athena versus Team Thekla. And then 13th against Thekla. Does Thekla win it, you think? Yo, thank you for the sub. Why am I not getting alerts? I appreciate that, Raging Girl Gamer. What games do you rage at? I'm actually curious. Chaos. Get her, Julia. Come on.
A submission master. She doesn't have to rush into anything. A good jiu-jitsu player will wait for your opponent to make a mistake.
You know what? I give Julia big props. She's good, Vic. She's been champion everywhere she's gone, but right now she's in the ring.
Come on, Julia.
Truly the best. The prodigy Roxanne Perez.
Rematch from the first NXT on CW. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, and it opened that too, didn't it?
About Julia. There's something about Julia's presence, her aura, as the kids like to say.
Aura.
Something about Julia reminds me actually of a younger Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh.
Wrestle Kingdom Nakamura. The way
There you go, Julia. Nice elbow.
Attitude, but the minute the bell rings,
get her, Julia.
Another gear. There's something else inside. And right now, Julia perched on the top turnbuckle.
Nice drop kick off the top. What's up, JJ? How are you? Watch The Rock come out during the main event and rock bottom Eddie. But why?
Control. Target acquired. Charging in. And Julia really has slowed this pace down right where she wants it to be. And Roxanne wisely rolling right.
You got Roxanne winning and Cora winning. And Roxanne versus Cora at Stand and Deliver. It's not for that title, B-Dave. It's for the North American title. The number 1 contendership match is for the women's North American, not the NXT title. So winner of that Fatal 4-Way will face Fallon.
I mean, she's been doing this since she was 13 years old. She was champion at 16 years old.
How many times has Eddie put his hands on the Rock Daughter? Cero. Cero. Miedo. Sorry. 0 times. 0 times. He got in her face once. Never touched her. Never put his hands on her. The door wasn't even his fault. He was left, and when he was trying to leave her office, the whole NXT tag team division was brawling outside her office, and they ran into Eddie, pushing him into the door, pushing it into Ava. But yeah, everyone wants Eddie to die. You didn't touch Ava. Sean already handled him getting in her face, and the door incident wasn't even his fault. Yes, I will be gaming tonight. Yes. Jen says, let's go Roxanne. She might win. You never know. You have Julia winning the title and Stephanie becoming number 1 contenders. So again, the number 1 contender match is not for the NXT women's title. It is for the NXT women's North American title. Yeah, he did not put his hands on Ava. Oh, yeah, you guys, you're on Netflix. I forget. So, yeah, we got picture-in-picture on CW. I'm not watching on... I was thinking of getting a VPN tonight and trying that tonight because I do have to use... You know what I mean? I don't know why I said it like that, but... That sucks. Yeah, we didn't get no picture-in-picture on Raw. I don't even know if y'all got... Oh, no, because you guys had it on Netflix, too. NXT UK are on a commercial. Oh, in the UK are on a commercial. I'm sorry. Dakota better go protect her BF. Trey No Ego. He's not announced, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see him tonight. Yeah. Here in the States, I am on CW via our matey, being a pirate. Anyways, and so it's CW, but yeah, I have a picture-in-picture. Eddie did not touch Ava. He got shoved into her and she fell. Yeah, but he did get in her face. So he did get in her face and was all crazy, but he didn't touch her. All right, no, did he grab her arm? I might be wrong. Why is Rock there tonight? Because his daughter is the general manager of the show. Leave Eddie alone. He didn't just... What was the Leave Britney Alone video? You're lucky he even performs for you bastards. That's what he said. I couldn't remember for a second. Come on, chapstick. There we go. Yeah, he got in her face, but that was it. He never touched her, as far as I remember. He put his hands on Sean when Sean was defending Ava, but it wasn't. But if Sean wasn't there, Eddie would have put his hands on Ava. That's a fucking weird assumption. So because he didn't touch a woman and he touched the man, that means he would have touched the woman anyways? What? That's the dumbest assumption I've ever heard in my life. Of course he's gonna touch the man. Yeah, he touched her wrist. Hold on. All right, Google Eddie Thorpe Ava. Not Aka. Son of a bitch. Ah, shit, we're back. That was weird. I unmuted it, but there was still no audio.
Here at WWE New Year's Evil, Perez the champion, Julia the challenger. Perez currently her reign the 5th longest in NXT history. 19 televised wins last year, tied for the most in NXT, no doubt. Book. She is a
Okay, so I'm watching the quick clip of where all the tag teams are brawling. Eddie's goes up to Ava. She goes to her door. She's talking to him. He grabs her wrist. She pulls it away. She says, "Don't touch me." And Eddie doesn't even get pushed into the door.
With a very, very important moment to potentially recover.
Eddie didn't even get... Okay. Let's settle this once and for all here. All right, so Eddie right here grabs her wrist. She pulls it away. She says whatever she says. Fucking Bronco Nima pushes whoever that is into Ava. It's not even Eddie who hits the door. So I call bullshit Rock's trying to do anything to Eddie. Bullshit.
Only woman to win all the accolades. Women's Iron Survivor. I get it. Only 3 women have held the title for more combined days in NXT than her. She's competing in the great, all great stats. But can she get it done tonight?
You just said it.
I asked you, can she get it
Bullshit.
done tonight?
That's no question. You just gave all the props in the world. She's the best of the best.
Eddie did nothing wrong.
You want some of this? You want some of this action?
The only thing he did wrong, I'll say, is he got in her face the week prior. The week prior to that, he got in her face, and that's when Sean got in his face.
Look, you two need to keep it separated.
Oh!
Starbucks is a nice suplex.
That's what he did wrong, but he never hurt her. He did grab her by the arm, which is a no-no. But she immediately yanked her arm away. But he wasn't maliciously, he was just trying to get her attention, essentially, to stop her from leaving, which you don't do. You don't do it anyways. It doesn't matter what his intention was, that was wrong.
Good luck getting back into the fight.
But at the end of the day, he didn't hurt her. He didn't intend to hurt her. Yeah, that was Bronco Nima. Bronco Nima pushed, I don't know who he pushed, but he pushed him into the door. I thought Eddie got like pushed into the door from them pushing each other. That's what I thought had happened.
That was wise of Perez. You talked about that separation earlier.
Here we go.
And right now, Perez looking to fly. Perez,
Oh! What a dive.
the champion here to prove a
It might have been coffee. Yeah, you actually might be right. That might have been more coffee.
tonight in a triple threat match. Julia back into the ring. Perez right now starting to
She's up top. Roxanne, no. Julia strikes her.
Big momentum shift.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's going to DDT her from the top? Oh, superplex. Like a double underhook superplex?
double underhook.
Oh!
You said it earlier, Corey. They're gonna have
Julia, we need to have someone out here in case Cora tries to get involved again, like she did the last time.
this slightly turning around. Hoisted
Uh-oh.
Perez.
Oh!
Out Guess. Cover for the title.
No, she kicks out.
That was close.
Fall.
That was close, Vic.
What a
What
match.
a match. This has been
Damn.
Butterfly superplex executed to perfection by
Damn. Hey, that long-haired guy, that super fan with the long hair is there with his mom. He was in like the 20-teens. He was always at the shows, like the big shows.
this indeed
Oh.
is awesome. This is how we're kicking off New Year's Eve on Northern Lights.
Oh! Crossface!
Perez right now
No!
center of the ring.
Julia!
Have the wherewithal.
She's trying to reach for the ropes.
Stop it, man. Stop it now.
I'm doing great, Stephanie. Oh, she... No, Roxanne's pushed away.
Perez showing you the brains of a champion. Turning right around.
Pop rocks!
Back and forth
No.
countered by the challenger. Charging
Oh,
right
what a
inside.
drop kick.
Julia all the way out here in front of us.
What a match. This crowd is great, too.
Gotta appreciate the sense of urgency clearly being felt by
Uh-oh.
Roxanne Perez at this juncture, but
Now, Julia, though. Oh! Was that a brain buster?
you might want to check on these ladies, Tom. That was nasty.
And the only way Julia
Damn.
can win the championship, She's got to get Roxanne back in the ring. Corey, they're not even moving.
That was a last-ditch
Damn,
effort by the
quick count here by the ref.
But you're right, Vic. Neither the champion nor challenger's third even.
Ah, of course, it's Cora.
Damn it, this is what happened in Chicago.
Get up, Julia.
Come on, rub it, not Julia. Oh, Julia.
We need someone to fend off Cora.
Perez right now, doubt could be sinking in, but she's right now listening to
Pop
Jay.
rocks.
Put on the gas, and
That's
the
it.
And just like Chicago. No!
She kicked out of Pop Rocks. Crossface now locked back in. Oh, armbar. Oh, he tossed Cora. The ref tossed Cora. He just threw her out. Roll up. No.
Right now, Perez couldn't get back.
Oh, V-trigger.
Under the jaw. Julia in control. Can she
This might be it. Here it is.
Northern Light.
Oh. Cover.
By Julia.
And new. She did it. I thought they were going to have someone come out and fight off, like have Cora fight off to the back. That was a good match, dude. That was really, really good.
Welcome you back to NXT. First match back, we got a brand new NXT Women's Champion.
You did it, Julia.
But congratulations.
Roxanne's reign of terror from last, April is finally over.
Tonight, with that performance, Julia has silenced all.
That was way better than Roxanne's first reign, too, in my opinion.
Let's go back to some of the action. Roxanne
Way better than her first.
But unlike in Chicago, with the help of Cora Jade, Julia was able to kick out, and then Wisely was able to counter, shift the weight momentarily, with bam! Hit that devastating Arrivederci knee.
Arrivederci.
Second Northern Lights bomb to put away Roxanne Perez and Ed Perez.
Finally, man.
270-day reign as champion. But take a look, gentlemen.
Fucking did it.
Take a look, NXT Universe. Julia, who has traveled the world with a dream for this moment. And now the beautiful madness.
So, does Roxanne go to the main roster, or do we continue this feud up until Stand and Deliver? Let's go, baby. Who's she pointing to? Oh. Oh, it's Eddie! Did he really get hurt this time?
Oh.
Yeah, is it real?
This is. Eddie, you have a big triple threat tonight. Come on, get up. You don't
Ava,
want
I
to miss
didn't
that.
do this.
Really? You
I
didn't
was
do
attacked.
this? You expect me to believe you after last time? Not very convincing.
Was he really attacked, chat?
I mean,
Was he really attacked?
Ava Booker, she's seen that movie before.
Oh, here we go, into the Fatal 4-Way.
I get it.
Right into the Fatal 4-Way. Stephanie Vaquer versus Kalani versus Cora versus Lola Vice. So winner faces Fallon Henley for the North American title.
Introducing first, from San Fernando, Chile, Stephanie.
Who do you think attacked him if it's real, chat?
Oh, we just saw
Do you think it was possibly Hikuleu?
Challenger for Fallon Henley, and hopefully can put some other issues to rest. Fatal
Was it
four-way
Hikuleu,
coming
chat?
away Live next.
I think it was Hikuleu. I don't think it was The Rock. You guys realize Hikuleu, if it was him, he's going to be a part of the, if it still exists, Temu Bloodline. His brothers, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, IRL brothers, are already a part of that group. I don't know what's going to happen with it now that Solo lost. Just saying. All right, chat, really quickly. I'm going to go turn up the heat in this bitch because it is 21 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll be right back. All right. All right. Ricky Starks is still under AEW contract. He could only show up in Independence. If it was Hikuleu, should he attack the winner of the NXT title match? What if he wants to be in that NXT title match? Josh, the question is, does Jacob still love Solo? That's a good question too, actually. It was a Rock. He did it for Ava. That'd be stupid. I still have no idea why you guys think it's The Rock. Eddie didn't do anything to her. He didn't hit her. He didn't push her. Nothing. So I have no idea why you guys think he would... Like, why? He didn't do anything. I don't get it. We literally debunked this during the last match. I literally watched the video of the door hitting Ava. The only thing Eddie did during that time was grab her by the wrist. She pulled it away. And then that's when Bronco Nima pushed... I think it was Mark Coffey into the door, which hits Ava. It makes no sense. He's been a thorn in Ava's side for weeks, but he hasn't done anything to her. That doesn't justify her father to come and beat him up. That's literally what people do on the main roster. That makes zero sense. She's literally been dealing with the same thing with Roxanne Perez for fucking months. And you guys all of us, but now that it's Eddie, oh, he's going to get attacked by her. Why does that make any sense? Why isn't he going after Roxanne? It's been the same thing with Roxanne for months. They literally were on fucking Lash Legends YouTube channel together just because of the irony of how they've had a feud forever. I don't understand. I think he was literally attacked, and I think he was attacked by Hikuleu. Yeah, we literally rewatched the footage. All he did, and the week prior, he went in her face, and then Sean got in his face. And Eddie was trying to apologize to her when he grabbed her by the wrist. Yeah. Was he over the line by grabbing her by the wrist? Yes. Did he hurt her in any way? No. If it's The Rock, I would love to hear the story on what they're going to make to justify it. To me, it makes Rock the heel because Eddie didn't do anything wrong besides grab her by the wrist. He didn't physically hurt her. He wasn't the one that pushed anyone into the door. He wasn't even by the door. Like, he was just standing there when the door hit her. The Rock's there because his daughter is the GM of the show. And he took her to the Golden Globes. That was on this past weekend. Pump in the clip. Yes, he is very innocent. The Rock is the only in NXT tonight. It makes sense. It makes sense because his daughter's the GM, and he's been with her at the Golden Globes, and then obviously he was on Raw last night, and it's in the same city as Raw was last night. It all adds up. But yeah, I think he was literally attacked by Hikuleu. Whether we get the payoff tonight, we'll wait and see, but I don't think he fake attacked himself this time. I believe Eddie Thorpe.
The official convention and sports authority for the nation's capital today announced
if it's The Rock, then the angle needs to be that the company is forcing him out and he fights it and ends up getting an NA title run at the end of it. That'd be so stupid. That sounds like, in my opinion, Vince Russo's type booking. That reminds me of some old ass WCW style booking, homie. No offense to you. That's just immediately where my brain went when I heard that. Or read that. Oh gosh.
I should worry about taking yours.
Fucking Ethan bitch ass bitch. Ego. Ego. You'll never forget that, right, TK?
Oh my God!
I would have liked him better if he continued to lose his smile. I'm just trying to problem solve. You know what? That's fair. That's a fair statement, my friend. That's very fair. My apologies. Even though I feel like it wasn't towards you in general. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Is that legit?
I can't sleep. I can't eat.
No, that can't be.
I'm gonna find you. So if you do the surgery,
No way. He legit had to have his mouth wired shut?
what
No
you did
way.
to me, Ethan, I make you feel.
Or was this just for the segment? No way. That's wild, bro. Lola. Yeah. I know her sister's there. Her sister, oh god, what's her sister's name? Natalie Loretta. She's there because she had posted a photo of her in a Lola gear.
This is his favorite part.
Can we get that Cholula green, man?
She's on that. Don't cut to Cora! Oh, Cora got jobbed. She got the jobber entrance. Why do they fucking not show Lola shaking her thing? I am gonna sue CW for lack of entertainment. Yeah. Oh, Kalani got jobbed too.
Oh, yes.
You see Kalani Jordan, you see Cora Jade, who's already made.
What do you think about Corey Graves being commentary for NXT now? I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I fucking love it.
American Championship. I mean, I'm still stunned, by the way. The Rock is going to be here tonight on NXT.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
What a way to kick off 2025.
Kick her ass. Yeah, Kalani. This is Lonnie's land, bitch. Oh, she pushed Stephanie right into Lola. Kalani's going at it.
And Stephanie McCare lived up to the hype, much like we talked about with Julia, another cover, and now all these women right now trying to look for that quick pinfall and a crucifix, shoulders down, and Cora Jade finally breaking it up.
To answer your question, yeah, in my opinion, Stephanie absolutely has lived up to the hype, but there's still
Ah, stuck in my head now.
as we just saw Julia
Get it,
solidified
get it.
her status as champion. Oh my goodness.
What do I think about DC hosting a PLE for NXT? Washington, DC? That's cool.
There's Cora Jade.
I feel like DC gets a lot of wrestling, so good for them.
The drama hooks both legs, but McCare right
Oh, damn, I didn't realize I posted a 5-minute reaction to that match for Roxanne and Julia.
for your
Yeah, I did.
I think I'm going to repost that because I didn't want it to be that long.
Hold on, this is the second favorite part of the show.
Jesus, Stephanie.
We got it. We got it.
Yeah, we're going to I'll leave it. I'll leave it. I'll leave it.
The dangers of a fatal four-way. Corey, you were telling me
I think I could trim on
so
this.
hard to get that first victory. Got to have eyes in the back of your head.
No doubt about it. Particularly at this level where everybody's
Fuck.
still finding their footing, solidifying
Well,
who they
shit in
are
my
as
mouth.
superstars.
I didn't mean to post that 5-minute ass reaction.
Four extremely talented
I
women
forgot
all
to
vying
cut
for the
it.
same
I'm a
opportunity.
And I know I asked you about
stupid.
Stephanie McCare. What are your thoughts on Kalani Jordan?
I think Kalani Jordan has all of the tools to be a megastar here in WWE. I think from what I've seen thus far, Kalani...
I won't be mad if Lola Vice wins. I'm not sure who's going to win here, honestly. I could see it being Stephanie, but I also think they might take the title off of Fallon at... Oh, Stand and Deliver. Oh!
That was gnarly, man.
Yes, because I forgot to trim my video down, and now it's a 5-minute reaction, and I think it has me all talking about the Eddie Flirt thing the whole time.
Who will be the number one contender for that title? We find out tonight.
God damn. No. Okay, it's picture. Never mind. I'm happy. God damn. Cora Jade. What's up, Dark Grim Reaper? And NXT, yeah, they do. Vengeance Day. Vengeance Day. They tend to run that every February. It's a dope-ass pay-per-view. PLE. Cheers. How are you doing tonight, Dark Grim Reaper? You just want them to have fun? Fucking B Dave. Who in here thinks that we're gonna see Hikuleo in NXT soon? Drop a 1. We getting Rick G tomorrow? I don't know. It's very snowy here. Here, actually, let me text him. It just depends on the weather, probably. Yo, let me know if you're gonna drop by tomorrow. I'm gonna take a photo of the snow so you guys can see. So it's snow. I'm not sure how much snow we've gotten, but it's a lot. You can see the reflection on my lights, but we've gotten a lot of snow the last 24 hours. Pudding ones, if you think we're going to see Hikuleu's come to NXT soon. I think he's the one that actually attacked Thorpe. Did you, Steve? Yeah, we got a lot here in Colorado. What state am I in? Colorado. You got a lot in Pennsylvania? I was there in PA for the first time this year. I was in Philly for Mania. It was great. I've never really been to much places, so that was cool to go to like a different big city besides Denver for once. Philly's crazy. I mean, I was mainly just at all the events I was at, but still. Big ass city. Busy as fuck. We fucking got there and we got to the arena. We went to WrestleCon on Friday at Philly. And we were looking for parking because it was like downtown. And we found this like crazy ass like place. Like I guess it was just a hotel that just had a parking lot. They were just taking like, I forgot how much they're doing for just like personal parking. It was crazy. But like people just cross street and they don't give a fuck in Philly. It was wild. But yeah, it was a nice city. Crazy, but nice. I mean, what I saw was nice. All right, let me give you a quick second. I'm gonna go wash off my hands. I know the show's gonna be like right back. We don't get a lot of snow anymore, so the few inches we had on Christmas was awesome. I wish we had snow on Christmas. We don't get snow on Christmas, like, ever. And it's like 2 weeks later, but still. Cheers.
North American Championship, all four of these women have been taking it to the other in this matchup, and look who is standing, look who is in control, as Kalani Jordan right now.
Oh, Kalani grabbing Stephanie by the hair.
Obviously trying to prove, Booker, she's no longer a little sister in the locker room.
Coming from that NIL program,
Oh!
My God, that was nasty. That was nasty.
Might want to be the little sister now.
As well as with that North American Championship, she put a target on her back, Vic. She's got the girl in this business. Like that, McCarthy.
Come on. Kick her ass, Stephanie. Oh, Lola with the rear naked choke. Roll up.
Lock it in. Nice counter, shoulders down.
Beautiful switch.
And a near fall, and bam! Here comes that striking ability.
There you go, Lola. Damn. Dude, Lola's gotten so good in the ring. Like her moves.
Educated feet, Vic.
No, my show froze. Come on, man. Just want to watch some NXT, dog. Not playing. It's just a dark screen. Hello?
Business has it away. Gnarly landing back right in.
Beautiful drop
Stephanie
kick.
McCare, of course, tried to reach
That
out
was
to
weird.
Kalani at one point. Has no love lost with Cora Jade. That kendo stick attack.
My shit, my quality is so like shit. It's at 240 for some reason. Oh, my stream's lagging too. Fuck, what is going on? Why? Is it the weather? Chat, can you hear me?
Kalani Jones up top. Here we go. Here we go.
Hello, hello. The fuck? Really? All times?
There comes Lola Vice breaking up the count.
Chat, can you hear me?
Lola could be looking for another submission, instead just tossing McCare to the floor right now.
Oh my god.
jumping knee from Cora Jade.
Cora Jade, I talked about that reset from Cora Jade. Couldn't start here tonight. Oh, man.
Olympic slam.
Yeah, are we good?
And Kalani now looking for possibly a 5-star.
Guys, I'm still dropping frames.
I think she noticed Cora was moving, tried to switch gears, got caught, and now all hell breaking loose.
Talking about being in the right place at the right time. Stephanie,
We're good now. It still says I'm dropping frames, though.
Looking for the SVB.
That could be it.
Into the cover.
Stephanie wins, so I was dealing with major lag during all that. So Stephanie will be facing Fallon. How far are we? Are we like delayed? I think I might be delayed. I can't tell.
Look there, standing tall here tonight.
This is so frustrating. I just checked. It says that my internet's not.
North American Championship.
There's no outages, it says.
You guys beat Fatal Influence. I talked to Lash and Jakara. Next week, you're going to have a match with them.
It's weird, though. It says I'm still dropping frames.
For the women's tag titles. Fantastic. Thank you, Ava.
Excuse me, Ava. Sorry to interrupt, but do you have an update on Eddie Thorpe?
Sarah, Eddie Thorpe is fine. This is exactly what he did last time. He can moan and groan and pretend he's hurt,
I'm
but
laggy.
I'm not falling for it. The match is staying a triple threat.
Eddie is not pretending.
Oh.
I did attack him. And I did it willfully too because he smashed me across
Oh,
the face.
Oba attacked him.
last week. And you saw it. I was only trying to return the favor.
I did see that, but you know what? The match is still staying a triple threat.
That's fine. That's if he makes it. But whether he does or he doesn't, the result remains the same.
I'm almost as shocked as Sarah Schreiber.
All right, once we go to commercial, I might restart my internet, so I might be down for like 5 minutes. Oh, wait, no, wait. Right as I said that, we went finally back in the green. Oh, nope. Oh, we dropped down again. Nope, we're going back up again. All right, I think I'm good right now. I think it was just my internet. Yeah, so Oba attacked him. So Oba admitted it. It was him. I was wrong, chat. It was Oba.
CTJ and the NXT Women's North American Champion, Fallon Henley. Fatal Influence. The goddesses of hostility are here, but are they ready?
Oh, we're lagging again.
Stand up, Vic. Stand up, man. JCJ, the rock star. Fallon Henley, the pro. And the
right.
NYX.
On the next commercial break, y'all, I'm going to restart my internet. Right now, I'm going to restart my internet.
New Year's Evil.
Mods, let people know, because people don't listen. I'm about to restart my internet, so I'm going to give me a few minutes, and I'll be back, guys. I'll be back.